Just had to mess around with my camera. I keep having issues with my SD card, and I think it's actually just the adapter. So I've got like a micro SD, but it's in one of these things in the camera, and I think this thing was just junk. So put a new one in there, and it seems to be okay now. That's good. I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. I didn't even tune yet, but I just threw on a drop effect, so I've got a polyphonic pitch shifter on my amp. It's dropping this a full octave. I was actually just looking at the new Misha Mansour amp, and it's got a pitch shifter too. I was like, I wonder how that sounds. Granted, this one works pretty well, so I don't know if I want to mess with something unless it's broken, you know. They're playing this riff, which reminds me of like a video game boss battle theme or something. It's kind of cool. It's just C minor. Okay, I think I've got something going here. Left guitar's tracked. I did a bunch of random improv stuff, and I have no idea what I did. I'll have to deal with that when I get there. It's a little early for this, but I'm just gonna see. I want to do some MIDI stuff to make it sound really cool. Alright, so that's twice. And then the C minor run. The A is technically not in C minor, but it's like just thrown in there as an accidental. Alright, and then the chorus. Okay, that's doing what the guitar's doing, an octave down, and, oh, actually, they're both an octave down, because I got a pitch shifter on the one, but... MIDI guitar accomplished. Overdubs. I usually just do sections and, you know, copy-paste it where it repeats. Kind of like I just did with the MIDI. I also do it with this super, like, crispy, annoying distortion, because it mixes well and makes everything stand out better. Kind of ringing stuff underneath. That's all I'm going for. I'm gonna go empty the giant coffee out of my bladder, and then I'll be back and do a guitar solo. Decent solo. Drop my pick right at the end, you know. Okay, just got my bass. Okay, that's the bass. Ugh, the drums went well. I was just listening back. I got the triplet feel in the bridge, and I didn't botch any of the fills, so that's good. Okay, so the vocals. I just had a thought. I kind of like what I did there, and I was like, okay, I gotta remember, you know what? I don't have to remember. I'm just gonna grab this thing. Copy, paste. There we go. Is that the right spot? Yeah, it looks like it is. Now I'm gonna do a chorus, which I may or may not do the same thing for, but it's just like, you know what? I like that. I'm just gonna let it be. Real quick, I want to make this entrance into the last chorus sound even more impressive. So I'm just going to double the scream. That's all. Alright, so I think that's it. Yeah, entrance into the chorus. Got like... I'm going to pan those and do some fancy stuff. It won't be like anything super amazing, but it'll just sound cool when I do it. Whatever I do, I'll see. Even if I end up deleting them because I'm like, no, they suck. It's still, you know. Okay, so yeah, this time I did verse and just copy pasted it because why not? Choruses I did separate. I actually forgot entirely that I had doubled choruses here, or this was a half chorus. Either way you want to look at it. Didn't bother changing anything. I just made stuff up. So yeah. it worked. Songs are mostly improv. I come out with the mindset that I just want to write something, and all I'm worried about is just writing music, getting better each day because I get practice in and I keep doing it more. So that's all I'm worried about. And I'm just trying to convey the idea that, you know, if you want to do something, just start doing it, and you'll be bad at it at first, because certainly my old mixes and masters were abysmal. The lyrics I put down are going to be copy pasted to the bottom of the description box. The middle of my description box has where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. I've got loads of music, like a daily song equals a lot of songs, you know, so that's obvious. But if you want to see where you can find my stuff, big paragraph just listing all the places I'm available is right in the middle of the description box. The top of my description box has a link. I say it's Christian rock in the beginning of the videos. I don't really go on about it. Occasionally you can maybe find a hint or two of that in my lyrics, but not always. And since I'm just doing constant improv, most of my lyrics are just nonsense, but here and there I do have things. Other than that though, all I'm doing is putting that link in the top of my description box to say, hey, this is a really good resource. There's a lot of teaching out there that's just not good, and it's usually just because it's subjective, importing traditional, denominational, personal, emotional, whatever baggage, text out of context, etc., etc. And the teaching I found at the end of this link, which I post there, is objective teaching, bird's eye view of the whole thing, text in context because text out of context is error, translation grammar from the original languages, and just teaching with nothing at it. So I think it's a really good resource. If you're looking around, that's there, and that's why I put it there. I will see you tomorrow because that's a song. Like I said, I keep coming out and writing more. So see you then. I've got to get to the gym before the crowd comes in. And yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.